Assalamualaikum and good day to all. My name is Soraya Hanani Binti Ahmad Tajuddin from SMK Perempuan Bandaraya. Before I start, allow me to share a little something about myself. I am currently a Form 5 student studying in Science Stream. I spend my free time by reading books, so I have always been fond of reading ever since I was a kid. I find reading very interesting as it helps with my vocabulary, and at the same time, it allows me to expand my knowledge. My favorite genre has always been Asian literature. There's just something about Asian literature that I can't explain with words. Reading this genre makes me so happy, perhaps because sometimes I find it very relatable. I think that's enough for the introduction, so without further ado, let's begin the book review. With me today, I have a book that I really love, and the book is called ALMOND by a Korean author named Won Byung-sun. This book was actually written in Korean, then translated into English by Ju Son Lee. As you can see from the physical look of the book, it's not that too thin, and at the same time it's not that too thick because it's only 260 pages, so I really enjoy it. Now, you might be wondering, what is it about, right? So this book is a story about a young boy named Yeonjae. It's a story that tells us from his perspective, and through the story, Yeonjae was diagnosed with a disease called alexithymia. As he's unable to perceive feelings like pain, sadness, Yeonjae lived his life to become what the social norm expects to be normal. This is a story of Yeonjae and his personal growth, of the people that came into his life and left a huge impact, of Yeonjae's narrative in making big decisions, of friendships and love, and of discovering his self-potential, and the portrayal of monsters that the society has created. Although this book was filled with sadness and hope, despite its moment, this book was actually filled with sadness and hope despite its moments of violence. Yeonjae himself is a quiet observer of his own life, commenting rationally about people's negative reaction to him, and sometimes to the awful events that had happened to his life, such as the attacks on his mother and grandmother, and also the death of his own grandmother. As he grows up, he begins to develop a complicated relationship with a friend named Gon. Yeonjae did an unusual favor for him, and through that, Yeonjae begins to experience huge changes in his life. It's quite fascinating. So, what I've learned from this book is that I learned and discovered some new experiences in this book, especially about human emotions. I liked this story and thought it was an interesting look at how we can treat others who are different from what is perceived to be normal. So if you have the time, make sure you read this book. I think that is all from me. Thank you, and I hope you have a good day.